Now Jackson on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Ah!
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Cook. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
To throw, Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run with Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Working out of the gun, Cousins is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there from 8 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now he'll let it go deep over the... He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Kendricks in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He uncorks it for Snead. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 61 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40.
Gun! 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 Gun!
After the interception, here's Jackson buying time to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
4 down, 4 down. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Caught right side at Snead. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Detroit! Gun! Detroit! Gun!
4th down, here's Jackson. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ty Montgomery as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Abdullah, the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down, Cousins. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Let's go, let's go. 150.
Handoff comes to Cook. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Cousins now on second down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, 382, lane 50.
On third down, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins now in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Zadarius Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door